I am 100% off grid. I am independent. I don't need government. I don't need anything. Are you sure? I want to ask you that question in all seriousness. Are you sure that you will be okay? Are you sure that if the trucks stop today, you will be okay? Put it down in the comment section below. Because I see something very, very different. I don't think that people will be okay. I think if the trucks stop, we are all gonna feel it. Because whether you are or you are not 100% off the grid, independent, you still depend on trucks. Why? Well, let me tell you, let me put it like this. Do you know how to make your own toilet paper? Yes, no? Okay. Do you know how to make your own heating oil? Yes, no, maybe? Okay. Do you know how to make your own gunpowder? Do you? I don't know. Put it down in the comment section below. If your shoes break today, do you know how to make your own shoes? Do you know how to deal with your septic? Well, Billy, what's septic got to do with anything? Who do you think pumps the septic? Comes with a truck, right? If you go and get sick and you need to take a relative to the hospital, do you have enough gas put away? Well, Billy, what got to do with that? Again, what do you think? Who do you think brings the gas to the gas station? It's always a domino effect. Many people just see what's in front of them. This is it. But there are layers and layers and layers behind. That's the problem. That's what people don't see. And essentially, they don't see it because they have a veil over their heads, thinking that nothing will ever go wrong. My friends, if trucks stop today, we will all be in a world of hurt. All of us. Regardless of whether or not you're off the grid, regardless of whether or not you are a homesteader, regardless of whether or not you are a survivalist, we will be in a world of hurt. Because, for example, if you are a homesteader, do you make your own fertilizer? Well, Billy, I have my rabbits, I have my goats. I can use that for fertilizer. Okay, where do you get your feed from? Oh, okay. You get what I'm saying? Well, Billy, they just run and I grow food and I give them corn and whatnot. Well, do they make enough fertilizer for that corn? Because that corn takes a lot of fertilizer. When you tilt your ground, do you use gas or do you do it by hand? And so on and so forth. When your animals get sick, does your vet come in? Does that vet have enough gas? Does that vet just ride a bicycle? When that bicycle runs out of tires, who's making those tires? Who's bringing those tires in? I want you to start thinking about all of this. Because for way too long, I see people saying all the time, like, we got to go back to the way that we used to, like our ancestors and whatnot. It was very different. Very, very different. I can speak about that because where I come from, people are stuck in time, really stuck in time. They're still riding horses as a way of transportation. They still have the horses pulling the carriages and wagons and whatnot because that's all they have. People have to put bicycles away after the Cuban government bought thousands upon thousands of bicycles from China. They have to put them away because it didn't have tires, because it couldn't bring in the tires. And in this case, it's a little different than just trucks. In some areas, you can't even move because there's no gas, because there's no way to bring the gas. Besides the fact that there is no gas, no trucks, no nothing. Guys, the world without transportation, without the trucks, will be a different one. And the problem is that before, in the 1800s or before, our ancestors depended on the rail system, on trains. That's not the case anymore. And I always have made the argument of why, when we have the rail system, we have the trains, why don't we use it more? In my opinion, it's a lot more effective, but we don't. Yet here we are. Again, one of those bottlenecks. Truckers, well, we have to justify the roads. We have to justify, those state troopers or troopers on the roads giving tickets. It is always about the money. The truck industry was created, to create more money, more revenue. But if it stopped, and the problem is that because it is so now ingrained, it's like, if it goes away, we're gonna be in a world hurting. We possibly be able to revert back into using trains and whatnot, and like ships, move goods through water like we used to. But it's gonna take longer. It's gonna take longer, and your fuel from the train stations still gonna have to be moved by truck to the gas stations. Guys, it's a big domino effect. And without trucks, regardless of whether you are completely off grid or whether you are a homesteader, whether you are a survivalist, it will affect you. Because trucks move the goods that we are accustomed to. If you are off grid, you're still gonna have to come to town and buy goods, because you can't make everything that you need. You just can't. Let's say, for example, that I need rice. There is no way that I can grow rice here in Alaska. There's just no way. You get what I'm saying? So, and so on and so forth. If I need heating oil, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to create heating oil? Yeah, I can have my wood stove, and how am I supposed to transport that wood? On my shoulders? How many trips I need to do? Let's be realistic about things. Let's be realistic about preparedness. Everything is intertwined nowadays. We just got to start peeling off this nonsense and this fantasy that people have created of, like, we're just going to be self-sufficient and self-sustained and all of those things that sound really good, which in reality, it's not there, you guys. It's not there. I'm sorry to say it. It's just not. I don't know what to say. I think I'm gonna start turning blue. But yeah, if the truck stops, yeah, I don't care who you are. I think you'll be in trouble. That's just my opinion. If you think otherwise, put it down in the comment section below. With that being said, I hope you have a great one, and I hope to see you in the next one.